Hey everyone, it's your girl TeraMichelle. Welcome to or welcome back to my channel, Opinionated Scents, our safe space to discuss all things fragrance, whether we like them or not. Today's video is all about what I have been wearing since I've been off of YouTube. So basically, this is my spring summer tray. And I want to share with you guys everything that I've been wearing and what I've been up to in my absence. Now, my next video will be more of a chit chat, answering some of your questions. For those of you who kept up with me on Instagram and Facebook, I love you guys so much. You have just been amazing in understanding why I need to take a break again. It's been a crazy like year and a half, but I'm here and I want to talk to you guys about fragrance. So let's start off by talking about the 6 fragrances I have finished so far this year. Now I'm going to go ahead and apologize because 3 of these bottles I don't have anymore. I left them on the dining room table. And then later on that day told my son to clear the table. He saw empty bottles. He threw them away. Can't be mad at him. Logical kid. It is what it is. So I'll tell you what they were and probably add pictures to the video for you to see. But if you watched my last video, then all of them were in it. I told you guys I was going to move through them. I believe all 3 were 1 ounces. Maybe the Juicy Couture Viva La Juicy was 1.7 ounce. They weren't that big. I was craving them. And so I knew that it wouldn't be too long before they were gone. That would be the original Twilly de Hermes and Olympia Solar from Paco Rabanne. And last but not least, the Viva La Juicy Couture Pink Couture. I think when it was in that video, you guys saw like 1 or 2 sprays left. So we knew that that was coming. However, I do have the other 3 that I finished. I miss this so much, y'all. Y'all have no idea at all. Oh, and if you see my nails, don't make fun of me. The car accident that I was in, I got hit by a drunk driver about a week ago. Really, and one of my hands hit the dashboard with the impact and broke all of the fake nails I had on. So my real nail bed is split. I'm missing it. It's bad, but my hands and my fingers don't hurt anymore. So I'm okay. Thankful to God for that. But that's why my nails aren't done, and I'm gonna be trying to hide them. Out of the bottles that I was able to keep up with, the first one we're going to talk about is from the Halls Guerlain, and this is Mon Guerlain, the EDT formulation. Now, this is discontinued, which is so sad to me because I love her. Like, I miss this fragrance so much. I can't even begin to explain it to you guys. This and the floral version were the 2 best for spring and summer to me. I don't really care for the blooming bouquet or whatever that was in the rose versions. And as far as I know, they might be discontinued too, the rose EDT and the rose EDP, but this one is such a beautiful, lighter version of the original DNA, if you care for that. So I missed her already, but I had so much fun wearing her. Huge compliment getter, just like all the rest of them, for real. Then we have Chance Otundra EDP. I finished the EDT last year. Even though this is a perfect work fragrance, I will tell you in St. Louis, it's a whole lot of people wearing this. I think the most infamous fragrances in St. Louis are Chanel Chance, Eau Tundra, either version, and what's that other one? A really, really old one, Prada Candy. Oh my goodness. I mean, year round, somebody's wearing one of these fragrances. So I wanted to go ahead and get it out of my collection because I don't like that. If something is oversaturated, I want less to do with it. And last but not least, we have Amore by Cashapp. This is a beautiful fragrance. This is a very inexpensive fragrance and a way to smell phenomenal in the spring and in the summer. I can't see anybody without an allergy, because if you're allergic to fragrance, my God, that is so sad. But almost anything will trigger you. But this fragrance is just, come on, easy breezy. You're going to smell good. Makes you feel pretty, because it's definitely a pretty for the sake of being pretty fragrance. And I just can't imagine. Look, it's so funny because people have been telling me to try it for years. I never did. Now I'm like, I just can't imagine what my life would be without it. However, I don't have it anymore, but I do think that this will make another appearance in the future in my collection because it's just too easy of a reach. When you can't figure out what you want to wear, it works every single time. It's a no-brainer. So that would be my last one. That's 6 fragrances I've gone through so far this year. Now we're going to talk about what I've been wearing, my spring and summer tray. I'm actually going to continue this tray until it's gone. And then I'll start diving into what you see behind me. So let's jump into that. If you want to see what I'm talking about, what I've been wearing, what I'm getting ready to share, let's jump right into the video. This first fragrance is the last Chanel fragrance I have in my collection. Probably my most favorite Chanel fragrance. The only fragrances I really like are the Chance line, to be honest. I'm not a Chanel girl, very old and outdated smelling to me. I know a lot of people are obsessed with Coco Chanel. Don't know why, don't care. And Chanel is just not a house that I'm a fan of, except for the Chance line. They hit some home runs with those. So for me, Chanel Chance Eau Fraiche is probably the best citrus fragrance in the summertime for me. You put it on and it's nice. You can wear it to work, but baby, that dry down is sexy to me. You can wear this to go for drinks, to go on your first date, to do whatever you want for real. I love this fragrance a lot. And this is the one I've worn the least. I think I'm having a problem thinking about this not being in my collection because my goal is not to make any purchases anytime soon. I'm definitely going to constantly be in the stores and be testing like I have been, maybe pick up some samples or some travels, but I'm not looking to add any full bottles to my collection. I'm just burnt out. I really want to enjoy my collection and what I already have. We also have the trio from Kayali, the little miniatures. And these are the three I like. I got rid of Marrakesh immediately because it wasn't my vibe. But this is Maui. I didn't use a whole bunch, but this isn't a bad one. Yeah, I do like this one, but I think this one is more fall for me, like a fall vacation type of vibe. I absolutely love Maldives, and I actually want to go to the Maldives one day. Look at that, look at that. And I think I want a full bottle of that one day. And I want 27,000 bottles of Capri. Y'all know how I am. Lemon, I love everything lemon. It doesn't matter. And I love lemon in fragrances when it's good and it's feminine and it's nice and it's soft and it's sweet. I don't like really harsh, pledge smelling lemon. That's not my vibe. I mean, who would want to smell like furniture polish? Who? This next fragrance has been a love of mine for years, and I've gone through multiple bottles of this. It's my favorite from the Aqua Allegoria line from the Halls Guerlain. This is Limon Verde. As you can see, that dent is serious. I love this fragrance because I always want to find a super feminine, beautiful lime fragrance. I want lime to just be the top note, the head note in charge for the fragrance. And I want it to be feminine, and I want it to be soft, and I want it to be sweet, and I want that lime to really be the star. And so far, this is the fragrance for me that's not boozy, because there are some good ones that are boozy, but this one isn't boozy to me. And so with that fruit melange and with that sponge sugar, with that lime, this is just it for me. When I am craving a lime note, Limon Verde is where I am going from the Aqua Allegoria line. So I'm going to miss her. I'm going to miss her so much. I've had her for so long, and I've worn her every single year. It just feels like I grew up with this fragrance or something, even though I was super grown when I got it. It's just that endearing to me for real. Now, this one isn't going to look like I've done a lot, but I just recently started reaching for it probably in summer. I didn't do this in spring. I didn't wear this in spring, but I absolutely had it for summer. And I'm telling you, this is a compliment magnet. Like, I like this fragrance, but the way other people like it on me seems, at first I thought I was being punked. I'm not going to hold you. I got like 7 compliments in one day and was like, really? It is a fresh and clean fragrance. It has been hotter than Hades in St. Louis. So maybe it's just the freshness of it all that just really attracts people. But this is Tiffany, baby, the original. And I just had to have this fragrance. I was talking to a coworker of mine named Stephanie. She said the same thing I've been saying for years. I purchased this solely because I didn't think I'd own anything else about a Tiffany. Super expensive, but the fragrance I knew I could afford. So I got it. And the dent might not look big, but again, if I just started wearing this for summer with me having all these other fragrances in rotation, I put some work in there, I think. And I really do like her, and I'm going to wear her until she's gone. So I plan to do that with this whole tray. I want all of these fragrances gone. So even if I'm carrying them into the fall, that's what I'm going to do. They will be gone in 2025. You can't even tell where it is with this bottle, which is so annoying to me, but I love this fragrance. It has been discontinued. Also, this is Giorgio Armani's C Fiori. I'm so sad to see her go. But I've had her so long, I don't want her to turn, even though she's, discontinued. I have to get rid of her. I'll have the memories of her. I'll be okay. But I absolutely love this fragrance. I just don't understand it being discontinued. Apparently, we didn't realize how good it was. Apparently, maybe we wasn't rocking with Giorgio Armani like that back then. We know now, though. So if you bring it back for a super surprise anniversary sale or something like that, watch what we do. I am sure we're going to show up and show out for C. Fiori. Don't change a thing unless it was something bad in there that's harmful to humans. You can take that out and reformulate it, but make it smell exactly the same. Okay. And again, that's C. Fiori from the house of Giorgio Armani. There's almost nothing in here. This is ridiculous. Okay, so let's talk about this house that I'll be talking to you guys about in my next video, since you keep asking me when I'm going to start filming for them again. This first fragrance has one of the most beautiful strawberry notes I've ever smelled. And I think when someone says fruity floral, like when they created that, genre of fragrance or that description for a certain type of smell or scent profile, they were talking about spring bloom. This is from the House of Dua. I can't even describe to you how much I love it. This will be my third bottle. This is a vaulted fragrance. Vaulted, at least it was the last time I was on the website. Vaulted means they bring it back like the semi-annual sale for all of your oldie but goodies from Bath and Body Works. I don't know if this is regularly for sale whenever you want it. And that is sad to me. People are really, really missing out on not trying that, because that strawberry note alone is fantastic. But from the rooter to the tutor, I love everything about that fragrance. I also have Fruit Lemonade, which I've talked about many times on this channel. Oh my God. Like, you know what? And then I'm going to talk about the one that's close to it. This is Melon Bingsu. Okay. Let's look at the usage on Melon Bingsu. This is my third or fourth bottle. And let's look at the usage on Spring or Fruit Lemonade. Both of these jokers. Melon Bingsu smells just like watermelon bubblicious. And Fruit Lemonade has some similarities, but when I tell you these are compliment getters and conversation starters, you smell like this. One of your friends tells you smell like watermelon bubblicious, and the next thing you know, you all are talking about when y'all used to walk to the penny candy store. And it's just so much fun, and it's a vibe. You're not taking yourself too seriously. You smell good. It's fun. It makes you feel like youthful and flirty and just, I don't know, giggly. They're great fragrances, and I've enjoyed wearing them over the past year and a half or however long they've been out. And I smelled both of these and immediately ordered 2 backup bottles for each. And here we go. They will be out of my collection when these are gone, which will be in the next week or so. Man, just to even say it out loud is a bummer. Okay, this is Un Jardin sur le Nil from the House of Hermes. As you can see, not very much left here at all. I've also talked about this fragrance 1,000 times on my channel. I love this one most of all from the Un Jardin line. And that's saying a lot, because that Hermes line is fire. So is their Eau de Merveille line. People don't talk about Hermes enough. I know people talk about their bags, and again, I'm not that girl, but this is such a beautiful green, fresh grass fragrance, but it's somehow feminine. I know that saying that it has a huge grass presence is probably going to turn a lot of women off. But if you're daring and you're bold and in the summertime heat, you don't want to smell like everybody else, Un Jardin sur le Nil, baby. I wouldn't steer you wrong. But if you hate grass, don't do it. Don't do some stuff that you know you shouldn't be doing. But it's a vibe. I am going to cheat a little bit because this is not a whole bottle, but this is that, I never remember the name, Gucci Flora Gorgeous Orchid. I love that fragrance. It is a weird vanilla that I just, baby, I don't care what nobody say. I love it. I want to bathe in it. I love everything about it. It's a whole entire vibe. And if you know, because I feel like when it comes to that fragrance, you either love it or you don't. There's no in between. Pure by DKNY. This is also discontinued. I was just on the kick. I was like, if it's discontinued, let's just get it up out of here. Let's be done. I don't have to stress about something turning and never being able to get it again. I'm going to live it. I'm going to love it. And then I'm just going to remember it. It's fine. But Pure by DKNY, never been a DKNY girl. Not for real, for real. It's not been my vibe, my favorite house or anything. Don't know why they discontinued this one, but this smells so good. This is a nice vanilla that's fun and it's floral to me, and it just has a vibe. It has a vibe. The vibe is blue jean shorts, a Guess shirt, Fila shoes, the front of your hair up in the bun, the back of it hanging down, black lip liner with just Vaseline, or like some gold bronze type of lipstick that like washes my face out. Like, this is the 90s. This is what this is for me. It's the 90s in the best way. Back when I did what I wanted to and then give a curve when nobody thought. Pure by DKNY. I love it. I love it. I do not care. That's why I love it. We have Batikh from Aroma Concepts. This was huge whenever it was huge. Maybe that was last year. I can't, guys. I just cannot. I'm trying to get my life together. But Batikh is the watermelon fragrance. And look at my usage. I will tell you, I was using this to top up on the days that I wore watermelon Bingsu and fruit lemonade. Why? Because I didn't want to move through them too fast. And I end up doing it anyway. But, gotta love it. Sylvaine Delacourte, my favorite niche fragrance house, which I think is out of business or gone. This is Lilylang. Okay. This is my usage on Lilylang. This was full when I started using it this summer. And this is one of those fragrances that is not going to be for everyone. This is bold and this is daring and this is unique. The citrus in here is incredible, but it comes out swinging. I mean, you gotta like citrus to be involved with this fragrance. When I wear this, I get tons of compliments and everybody picks up on the powderiness of it. So when you're first putting it on in the morning before you go to work, you're going to get that high citrus. By the time you'll get to work, if you've got like a 15-minute or more commute, it's going to be a totally different beast. And sometimes it smells like a powdery, like makeup powdery. Other times it absolutely smells like baby powder to me. But I'm a powdery girl, no matter what kind of powdery it is. So it's a vibe for me. These last two come from the same house, and I have quickly become a huge fan of this house. I've sampled everything that they offer, and I just have love after love after love after love. So the two I'm going to tell you about now are Missy from the house of Rosie Jane, which when I first smelled this, I was like, this just smells like a thick, beautiful, like orange blossom fragrance. I need another one of those in my collection because I had moved through relatively dang near all the ones that I had. And I didn't realize how much she changes. I didn't realize by the time you get to the deep mid and into the base that she won't smell like what you first smelled. She will on your clothes. But there's like this wind tunnel thing that's created at my job by the elevator based on like the waterfall and then the doors, that first door and the second door. Something over there is working where if you stand right by the elevator on the right side, like the swirling air will come around and slap you in the face with your own scent. She is immaculate. Missy is a perfect fragrance. And I mean that. To me, I have zero complaints. Her longevity, my clothes smell like her, still smell the same 3 or 4 days later when I'm getting ready to do laundry. And I will bury my face in it. I don't care, say something. It's me. First of all, I don't stink regardless. You understand? But it's a whole time. Rosie Jane, it's quickly becoming one of my favorite houses. It might be in my top 5 already. Because see, I don't like redundancy. And I don't really, from what I've smelled, the 4 fragrances that I've owned by them at any given time, never smelled the same to me. And they're not out here creating all these wild, ridiculous flankers. It's a good time. And you can tell they're having fun making what they're making. So again, Missy, look at this usage. This was full. When I put this on my tray, this is full. I wasn't playing. I reach for Missy every week, sometimes twice. Sometimes 3 times. I know one time I did wear her 3 times. So I wasn't surprised when I saw that dent just massive like that. And then this next one is Rosie. Rosie by Rosie Jane. This is my favorite by far from all of their fragrances. Another one of those watery fragrances, the ones that's like Glossier You. Like the trail and see eyes you leave wearing Glossier You is phenomenal. And so is this one. And you don't have to be as close to smell this one as you do sometimes with Glossier You. But y'all got to stop wearing this 1 and 2 sprays. If you're going to smell good, let me smell you. Let knock on my door, knock on my glasses and say, girl, I'm here. You don't understand what I'm saying? But Rosie by Rosie Jane is phenomenal. That beautiful, watery smell, sweetness, just pure in a different way from a Mont Blanc, but in that way that you just feel like you've been transferred somewhere. Is transfer the word? No, transported somewhere to some pristine place untouched by any other humans next to this this lake or this river that if you drink the water, it's the fountain of youth, it's the clearer of souls and minds, and brings you all the peace. Like, I know it sounds crazy, but I will get lost in the feeling and the vibe of a fragrance and a heartbeat. And this fragrance literally makes me happy. I get up in the morning. I may not be ready to go to work. I may not be willing to, or not willing, but not ready to have to run all around and take these kids to their different schools and do all that stuff. I spray this on. I'm like, come on, let's go. Like, all of a sudden, everything's okay. Do you guys have any fragrances like that? Something that's just a huge mood booster for you? We used to do those mood boosting fragrances all the time in FragCom. I've been gone for so long, I don't know what anybody's doing anymore. But let me know a fragrance that when you spray it, it doesn't matter. You feel better. Even if it's not 100%, you feel some sort of better. Because I think we need to pay attention to fragrances like that and keep them actively in our lives. Because whatever's going on in the world right now is different, y'all. You hear me? Oh my goodness. Please don't forget to let me know what your like upper just mood boosting fragrance is. I love talking to you guys in the comments. So I do hope to see you there. And until then, bye. It felt good to say that.